Hello, wonderful boys and girls. Welcome to Amazing Science class with Mrs. Overa. Today we shall be looking at the topic living and non-living things. And we'll start by looking at the learning objectives. First, we'll look at definition of living and non-living things. Then we'll take some examples of living and non-living things. We'll also look at characteristics of living and non-living things. We're going to identify living and non-living things around us as well. So, what is a living thing? Now, living things are things that have life in them. Living things are things that have life in them. That is, living things have life in them. We have some examples: human beings, tree, birds, dog, and so on. All these are examples of living things. Well, let's take some examples. Yes, human being. You can see the lovely little girl. Tree, dog, bird. These are some examples of living things. We have some other examples of living things, okay? Now we're quickly going to look at the characteristics of living things. What can living things do? Why do we call them living things? Living things can move. They can move from one point to another. Living things can reproduce. That means they can give birth to young ones. Living things can grow. Okay? Living things can also excrete. That is, they pass out urine and they also defecate. Living things die. Living things feed. They eat. Okay? Living things also feel. Yes. Living things feel. That is, when you touch it or when you hit it, it will feel the pain or it will feel heat or cold. Okay? Now let's quickly look at non-living things. Non-living things do not have life in them. They do not have life in them. Some examples: house, car, shoe, bag, and so on. These things do not have life in them. They can't grow. They can't reproduce, they can't eat, and they can't feel. Now let's look at some of the examples we mentioned. Bag, yes, it can't grow. House, it can't give birth to a younger house. Shoe cannot feel, it can't cry. Car, your car cannot excrete, it can't pass out urine. Okay, now let's look at these characteristics. Yes, non-living things cannot move. Yes, your house can't move from Lagos to Abuja. Non-living things cannot also reproduce. They can't give birth to younger ones. Your bag can't give birth to a smaller bag. Non-living things, beg your pardon, cannot grow. Non-living things cannot excrete. They cannot die. Okay? Your shoe cannot die. Your bag cannot die. Your car cannot die. Okay? Non-living things cannot feed. They don't eat. Your bag cannot eat. Your car cannot eat. Your house cannot eat. Okay? And non-living things cannot feel. Okay? They cannot feel. They can't cry. They can't smile. Your shoe can't smile. Your house can't smile. Your bags can't smile. Okay? That is why they are called non-living things. Now I'm going to give you a task to do. As you can see in the picture here, you're going to name just 3 living things for me. You can see a hen, there's a cock, fish, horse, a butterfly, an aeroplane, a flower, cake, shoe, car, pencils. Just give me 3 3 living things there. And on this one, you're going to give me 3 non-living things, okay? Make sure you do a good job. Go through the pictures carefully and do a good job for me. Thank you. I'll see you in the next class. I love you guys. Bye.